the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Detroit Pistons. Well, for Detroit, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Hey, we'll be keeping an eye on Andre Drummond tonight. 9th overall pick back in 2012 out of UConn. Shaq, he's still a very young big with a lot of room to grow.
He's an incredible offensive and defensive rebounder, Ernie. One of the hardest box-out assignments in the league since Dennis Rodman.
You know what, though? Last year he started taking some shots outside of the paint, which was surprising but good. Opened up his game a little bit, but he's best when he's finishing at the rim.
That'll wrap it up for now. Let's go courtside, and we'll see you later.
We are live from the Palace of Auburn Hills for this Eastern Conference battle featuring the Pistons here in Detroit. Only one game away from New York here. The Knicks will be back home for the next one. They like their chances, but this could be a tough game facing up against a talented roster. They'll have to show that they're the better team.
And I think for the Knicks, they've had a nice run here to start the season. Up there near the top of the standings and looking like they're comfortable.
And, you know, from everything I've seen so far, I think they can sustain this level of play all the way through the season.
So the New York starting five. Freak, he's in at the point. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony, and it's Afflalo in at the 2. Caldwell Pope kicks to Montejunas. Count the bucket. Montejunas has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Pistons.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
Afflalo kicks to Freak. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Here's Harris, following the score by New York. Kicks it to Montejunas. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting free throws.
The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Indiana Pacers.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's Harris. Aaron Afflalo picking up that last basket, and the shot is good.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Outside Anthony. Lopez with the ball. Picked up by Harris, and stolen by Harris. Outside Jackson. Dishes to Montejunas. Back to Jackson. Off the pick. That's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Spates checked in for Robin Lopez. The Pistons shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Now here's Anthony. 9 points last game. New York moving it around. A follow the pass to Porzingis, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Can't hit, so New York will take it the other way. Outside Anthony. At the elbow, it's Freak. Pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer. Rebound, Detroit. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg. But that night, they got up in their own heads. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
So it's the Knicks now. After the basket by Detroit, Anthony kicks to Freak. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
And it's Drummond missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
So it's the Pistons now. On the wing, Jackson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Harris passes to Drummond. Drummond with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The dish to Freak. Puts one up from 19. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Freak. Freak's got his third assist on the night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the paddles. Let's give it up for your honor motion.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Andre Drummond. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 14 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he's the way for them in the scoring department.
Always looking for a crease in the defense, poking, prodding, and manufacturing points.
A different look for New York. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis, and it's Tony Roten in for Aaron Aflalo. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jackson with it, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
They set the pick. Pass to Drummond. And it's Freak with the rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
The pass to Spates. Poked away, off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. And a switch here also for New York. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Anthony. Now here's Roten. Not a lot of room. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
All right. Stay on him.
And both free throws good from Freak. The Pistons trailing. And here's Rivers. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And the wide open shot from Morris hits the jumper in space.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Here's Spates. Rebound by the Pistons. Here's Rivers. Feeds it to Johnson. He goes up again. Morris, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Roten. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And it's Freak missing.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence. Allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Rivers dishes to Baines. Spates with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates. And the Knicks making a change here. Green's checked in. Morris against Williams. Morris a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Rivers. Drains the three-pointer.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's Freak. Can't get it to go. The Pistons go the other way with it. 1:14 left to play here in the first. Now Rivers. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Freak, no good with the layup.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here's Meeks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Clock at 6. Deflects the pass. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Green against Rivers. Out to the right wing. Now here's Roten. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Freak missing. Rivers kicks to Meeks. From 13. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Detroit up by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
A different look here for Detroit. Morris is checked in for Monty Eunice. Johnson comes in for Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Caldwell Pope. Reggie Jackson out there with Jody Meeks. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Morris in at the 4. That's the group for Detroit right now. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers, boy, he was tremendous. He finished with 24 points, and he was a free throw machine. A ton of his work done at the charity stripe. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Detroit. Rivers comes in for Reggie Jackson. 5 to shoot. Green kicks to Freak, stolen by Rivers. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And that one's good. Rivers has got 5. The Knicks leading by 9. Freak kicks to O'Quinn. New York moving the ball around. On the wing, Williams. Shoots from the baseline. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
We get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. Number 1, the Knicks.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make them uncomfortable.
Here's Meeks. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. They set the pick. Green against Rivers. Meeks outside. The offensive rebound and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And he makes both free throws. New York leading by 9. Freak kicks to O'Quinn. Outside, Green. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
The Knicks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from Green. Both good from the line that time. Pistons trail by 11. There's the pick. Here's Rivers.
Are you kidding me? I barely touched him.
The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Free throws.
And the first one at the line is good.
It's a good job from the foul line here. And they'll need to continue to convert their chances in order to get back in it.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady. with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Spates with it. Guarded now by Morris. New York, no good that time either. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
There you go, fans. Your Pistons dancers. Make some noise, Detroit.
The Knicks leading by 10. Freak kicks to O'Quinn. Freak passes to Green. To the right side. Here's Freak. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Freak's got his 3rd basket of the night.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. New York's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. He kicks to O'Quinn. Green dishes to Williams. Some nice passing by New York here. 6 to shoot. And it's Freak missing.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The feed to Rivers. Fires the 3. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Freak. Williams kicks to Freak. Pass to O'Quinn. He dishes it to Green. Freak with it. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Freak's got 4 points now in the quarter. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Knicks lead by 13. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, some great numbers for you and great play on and off the basketball tonight. Is your strategy any different?
It's the same thing. Try to move without the ball, play without the ball, space the court, attack when I get the ball, be aggressive, and find people when they open.
Carmelo, thank you, guys. You've got to be aware wherever he is on the basketball floor.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the 3rd.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. He's got 17 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
The Knicks leading by 13. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kurt Rambis. Freak, he's in at point guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's a follow, and it's Lopez in at the center.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
The Knicks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Detroit with the ball. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they won the season series last year, trying to continue those winning ways this time around.
And you look at it, 2 middle-of-the-pack teams. They both need every win they can get as they try to ensure they get into the playoffs and maybe even get a decent seed.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Freak passes to Afflalo. The tray. Rebounded by Jackson. Pistons trail by 14. He feeds it to Montejunas. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's deflected. Montejunas with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
On the wing of Afflalo. Down low. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Afflalo. Afflalo's got 3 assists in the game. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Harris a screen on Afflalo. Caldwell Pope kicks to Harris. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Harris has got 5 points so far.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Freak. The shot no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. To the inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Anthony. Wing shot on the way. Knocked loose.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk. Angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Kicks to Freak. Passes it to Porzingis. Here's Freak. Rebound by the Pistons.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
There's a screen by Montejunas. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
The first free throw is good. Tony Roten, he's checked in for the Knicks. Pistons trail by 8. Johnson right side. To the middle. Here's Rivers. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. 9 points for Austin Rivers.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Now here's Spates. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Here's Rivers. 8-point game. And here's Freak. 15 points in the game. 18 feet out. And Tony Roten gets the whistle there. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Detroit now. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Rivers dishes to Baines. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. 4th, Freak.
Well, I'm sure the coach is pleased with his performance here recently. He's been on a nice little roll. If this keeps up, his team will definitely be moving in the right direction.
first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. Dishes it to Williams. Spates down low. Baines is there. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
First free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And both free throws good for Spates.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Now here's Rivers. He's covered closely, and that one's good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Knicks leading by 6. Freak kicks to Roten. New York moving it around. And Freak throws it down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Rivers, but they recover it. Here's Baines. Rebound by Williams.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
The shot by Spates. Nobody around. Sinks the 15-footer.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now, here's Meeks. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's deflected. They recover it. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Baines. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And, guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Shot A. I like that, Greg.
And Meeks kicks to Baines. Here's Rivers. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Pistons trail by 6. Caldwell Pope, the guards. Montiunas out there with Harris. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Harris. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist from Tobias Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Porzingis. Aflalo outside. The dish to Anthony. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And stolen by Freak. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Jackson following the score by New York. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And it's Freak missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. They grab their own miss. Drummond tries yet again. But on that shot, with that, the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Caldwell Pope.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Now here's Anthony. Here's Freak. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. It's Jackson with the drive. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Freak kicks to Aflalo. Here's Freak. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson.
He surprised him with the crossover, but just couldn't stay in control for the finish.
Freak passes to Porzingis. Anthony against Harris. Anthony drawing the double team. Here's Porzingis. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Knicks lead by 10.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
It's Drummond with the drive. It's tipped. Here's Freak. There's the pass to Porzingis. A follow outside. Now here's Freak. Guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Anthony dishes to Lopez. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Pistons trail by 10. Outside Jackson. And stolen by Aflalo. To the middle. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. That free throw good from Porzingis. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Outside Jackson. Harris setting the pick for Jackson. Harris outside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Jackson. Drummond a screen. Off the screen. Good on that shot. With that, the Knicks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Jackson.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Freak. New York moving the ball around. Feeds to Lopez. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
That's good from Lopez. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Jackson kicks to Moniunas. Harris outside. And there's another one for the Pistons.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Now here's Anthony. Now Freak. Outside Anthony. 5 to shoot. Here's Freak. A 3-ball. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Freak. 24 points for Carmelo Anthony.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now here's Jackson. Morris a screen. Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. Drummond a screen. Oh, that's blocked.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Morris into the lane. Caldwell Pope pushes to Morris. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Well, Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
And there's the feed to Freak. 8 feet away. And the shot is long. Pistons trail by 14. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Excellent D there from Freak.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Pass to Porzingis. He kicks to Anthony. He dishes it to Freak. A follow outside. In the corner, it's Freak. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for New York.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And guys, when you're cracking heads against somebody 4 times over the course of a season, boy, it's a great feeling to snatch that first game. Good adjustments tonight against the Pistons.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Anthony. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Detroit with the ball, following the score by New York. There's a screen by Moniunas. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now here's Freak. Passes to Porzingis. To the middle. And stolen by Drummond. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Carmelo, we have a question from one of your biggest fans. How do you get off your shots when you're in such a tight coverage situation? A defender right in your grill.
It's easy. If my man backed up on me, shoot it. If I got two, pass the ball, find somebody else.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Carmelo Anthony. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
We've seen so many performances like that over the course of Carmelo Anthony's career that we've gotten spoiled. But we shouldn't fail to appreciate what he has been able to do tonight. He was spectacular. When he doesn't try to do too much, Carmelo Anthony is absolutely lethal. And he had it going tonight.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.